Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the morning session of day 22 of 28 Days to a New Consciousness. And we begin, of course, right now, live here on the Awaken the World page. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Carol. Nice to see you this morning. I imagine you are buried in the snow because I know we are this morning. And Terry is here too. Hello, Terry. Good morning to you. Much love to both of you this morning. And like I said, we woke up this morning and boy, we're buried in the snow and it's snowing like mad out. And this is how it goes at the end of February, I guess. And Susan's here. Yes, it is morning. Although, looking at me, and this is totally unfair. And Valerie is here as well. Hello, Valerie. So nice to see you. And yeah, we could put our Christmas tree back up. And I just want to again say how unfair this is that I get up in the morning and you guys all get to see my morning face. So we talked yesterday in the 21st day of 28 Days to New Consciousness on creating a sacred space or a holy place within our own home. And Kelly and I have strove to turn our entire home into that sacred space, where everywhere you go in the home, there is a reminder of the truth of your being, the oneness of us all. And this is very valuable to you, and it helps build and maintain your vibrational state. It helps keep that transmitter that we are and receiver that we were talking about tuned into those higher vibrational frequencies and pulling out of the egoic humanity cloud, because ego does not belong to one. Ego is a collective, the collective of humanity. We like to think we're individuals, but we're just like cells in one body, each aware of the other, but thinking they are separate from the other, and valuable in that supposed separation. But the truth underlying it, of course, is that we are all whole. We are all one, and there is never anything to worry about. So this morning we're going to talk about the physical body. And this goes beyond the physical body, because when we talk about the physical body, we're not talking about matter. Why? Because there's only a tiny bit of matter in all of the universe. You see, that tiny bit of matter that was there on the head of a pin at the moment of the Big Bang is the same amount of matter that's in the whole universe today. We have not increased the amount of matter. Energy and matter are exchangeable, and they always return to that constant state. Nothing is ever lost. It is always present here within the universe. So we are mostly an energetic being. When we're talking about our physical body, we're talking about an energetic field that we, through our limited senses and limited understandings, believes to be quite whole, and there's not a lot you can do with it when you look at it. You can comb the hair, you can brush the teeth and clean up, but otherwise it kind of does its own thing. Today is about healing thyself, and the title of today is Physician, Heal Thyself. Now you notice there's a dash between thy and self, and that self is a little s. You see, the biggest part of us that needs to be healed is the misunderstanding of our existence. And it is this misunderstanding of our existence that leads to all the physical ailments, pain, and physical-based suffering that the body undergoes. All of that arises from that initial misunderstanding. Now, what are you healing? You're healing the false concept of yourself. You're returning to that state of wholeness. And there's a lot of people, and I'm going to be blunt about this. If I was very ill, and I have been, I've had cancer, three times seriously, and still dealing with skin cancer issues to this day. Now, if I were to pray to be healed, I may be healed or I may not. And, this happened with Kelly's dad. He actually died a number of years ago. And, they prayed and prayed and prayed and had big prayer meetings and prayed that he would be healed. And you know what? He wasn't healed. He died. And of course, due to the fact that Kelly was from a deeply Christian environment at the time, there was only two answers. Well, God had other plans, or the devil got him. And that was really the end of it, right? And most of it leaned towards the devil getting him. And this is something we do. We find someone who's ill in our lives, or we become ill, and we pray for healing. I have to tell you, I've never prayed to be healed. I never asked to be healed. What I ask instead is that thy will be done. Now, what does this mean? It means when we pray, we understand that in our limited level of consciousness, in our limited levels of awareness, we may not see the perfection in the illness that's been placed before us, whether it's within us or within another. We do not see the history of what has formed that illness, that dissonant energy within the energy body matrix of our being. And we would tend to shy away and to hate and push away our illness. I have learned over the last 30 years to never do that. Instead of pushing away from the illness, I embrace what is going on with me. I love the illness. I love myself more fiercely. I look for those things in my existence that are still holding dissonant energy that I have failed to release or let go. And I engage in more meditation and more service to others. Now, we all want to be healed from what's going on with us. But in truth, the healing is not found outside of yourself. The healing can only begin and is only totally successful when we have fully embraced the why, the puzzle of the sickness. Now, this sounds a lot, to be counterintuitive. People, I want to live. I want to be healed. I want to be healthy. We all wish for those things. And in truth, this body was designed to never be sick and to never fail and to be eternal if you wished. It is what the egoic mind in its power, and keep in mind that ego is still an expression of divinity. There is nothing in this universe that is not expression of divinity. Everything has purpose. Everything has meaning. Everything is offering an opportunity to grow and evolve in conscious awareness. And this is what the universe and creation is all about. It is God looking back upon itself in every form, in every circumstance, in every possibility, and exploring and knowing itself like no other. We, as a microcosmic of that macrocosmic sea of consciousness, are here to do the same thing. To explore ourselves, to become aware of what we truly are, to be aware of our own power and the responsibility of our creation, whether that creation is something we perceive as illness within ourselves or a relationship that we've manifested or a work of art. When you do not, now, let's just stop this truck for a sec. My leg's been driving me nuts for months now. And I love it. I really do. There's days it gives me a little better day, and there's days it doesn't. But I love my leg. Do I wish that pain to stop? Absolutely. Do I shy away or push away from that? No. Because in our lack of acceptance, in our pushing away, in our judging what is going on with us, we generate more of those dissonant vibrations that have contributed to the illness to start with. Healing, if it is the very best thing for the egoic consciousness within this time, in this moment, healing occurs in total acceptance and surrender. It sets your body up, it sets your mind up, it sets the whole energy field into a position of open acceptance of what is, and can allow the healing that you wish to flow in. Or more precisely, to bubble out of you. Now, we're not always healed. I still deal with cancer. One day it'll probably kill me. I'm okay with that. I am here to live a physical existence. And I've been here so many times and will return again. An ever-growing conscious part of that eternal sea of consciousness. So this morning, and any time during the day today, if you're faced with twinges or pain or body suffering, or you are ill in any way, or you run into someone who is ill, encourage yourself and encourage them to accept what is, to look deeper than the illness, to see what it is behind the illness that is trying to speak to you. And it is never speaking to you to say that you're less or not enough or not worthy. It is speaking you to always to say, look how powerful you truly are. Much love to you this morning. Hope you have a wonderful day. As I said, Kelly and I have an extremely busy day today, but we are planning a meditation for Saturday, and we'll certainly put that onto the pages so you know when and where. And of course, we have a great lineup for Sunday. Either way, we will catch up with you this evening for the evening session of day 22 of 28 Days to a New Consciousness. Again, our love from both myself and Kelly. Have a beautiful day.